Thank you so much for everything. Seriously. I hit 10,000 subscribers back in November, I think. This last part of the year has moved by so fast, but hitting 10,000 subscribers is something that I never would have in a million years imagined that I would ever achieve. I didn't think I would achieve 100. I didn't think I would achieve one. I didn't think, I never thought that I would actually start a YouTube and go anywhere. And I always wanted to do a YouTube literally since I was 12, 13, 14 years old. And I used to get off the bus after school and I would run inside and I would watch Kingsley videos. And that I wanted that. I knew I wanted to be on the platform in some capacity. I never would have thought it would be, for video essays or, but I didn't think I had the personality to really do what Kingsley did, if you know who Kingsley is. But I just did it 2 years ago. I just was laying there and I said, you know what, damn it, I'm going to start a YouTube. And I did it. And I typed out the script and recorded it. And, and all I had was an iPhone XS. I didn't have a computer. My first 50 videos on here were made on an iPhone XS Max with the cracked screen, cracked back. Like, that phone was hot. And like I made that 40-minute thriller video was made on an iPhone XS Max, hand to God. So I say all of this to say, well, it's for two reasons. First of all, don't ever think you can't do anything. And I know that sounds very corny, and I know that sounds very, like motivational speaker, but I really want everyone to understand that don't ever let anything hold you back from what you want. Because again, I had no idea that this was it was just something. I was bored. And then people randomly liked it. And one of my videos, the why don't artists make albums anymore, that one was the one that exploded out of nowhere. And it was like almost a month after I posted it. I really had not even been paying attention to my videos. And then I came back, I woke up one morning and it was gaining, I guess the algorithm favored me that day. And then by the end of the day, it was my first video to hit 1,000 views. And now it's at like 60 something. And I've since then surpassed that. And I know this is going to sound funny because all I've been mentioning is numbers so far, but numbers don't matter to me. And I'm not saying that to just sound like unbothered. They really don't. This thing is all passion. This entire YouTube is a culmination of just my passion and me having thoughts and me having a voice and me wanting to share that with people. And I never really knew A, how to do that, and B, I didn't think really people cared. And even if people didn't care, it's still my voice and my opinions and my, and I want to share that. And as a creative, I realized for the longest time is that I was always creating, but I wasn't giving it to the world. I would create and then it would sit on my computer or it would sit on my phone, and I wanted to share it. I wanted to give it out to people. I wanted somebody to experience what goes on in my head. And with this channel, when I started it to be a combination of everything that I loved. Everything from Sonic the Hedgehog to Michael Jackson to Beyonce to Naruto to Dragon Ball to hell, Kenan and Kel. Like, I wanted it to be a culmination of everything that continues to, inspire Wayne. And started my first video, which is still up, my first Sonic video, because that's my first YouTube video. I'm never taking that down, but that was the first one. And then my next one was the albums one, and then I think the one after that was probably another Sonic one. And after the music one blew up, I kind of assumed that more people were going for the music. I didn't cut my video game stuff yet, but after the albums one blew up, and then I did my Ariana Grande trilogy, and people loved that. And so I decided, okay, clearly the people are here for the music. I still tried to put out a few more Sonic videos after that, and they just never did as well as the music ones. So I finally made the decision that I was just going to make the Wayne TV channel just strictly music and music related stuff and pop music and all that. And for the sake of cohesion, I even went back and I unlisted all of my Sonic related ones because I really just wanted to kind of hone in on just music for this channel. I had always planned to put my other interest on another channel, but I was so focused for the last 2 years developing this one that I kind of put it on the back burner, because I've been saying for years that I was going to do a second channel. I want to do a second channel because I don't just love music. I wanted to apply the same passion that I put into my videos on here. I wanted to apply it to other things that I'm passionate about, like Sonic and Pokemon. Like, I'm talking, like, I have so many thoughts about literally everything that I love, and I want to share that with the world. And that is why I am doing another channel. And it started out as just one side channel, and then now suddenly I have 3 channels. And it's because there's, I want to create. I'm just in a creative zone, and I want to just push myself to keep creating and to keep, putting material out there. So obviously, if you're watching this, you're familiar with Wayne TV, and Wayne TV is still a thing, and it will still always be a thing. This is my first, and obviously this one brings me the most, traffic, and it gets the most, attention, and I want to keep that. So my other endeavors aren't going to slow down the output of this channel. It'll be more like a rotation more than anything. Like, I'll work on a music one week, and then the next week I'll try to do one for the other channel. And if I'm not feeling it, it's really just to make my creative process flow a little better, because with my Beyonce video, which, I mean, anybody that knows me knows I love Beyonce, but that last Beyonce video felt like a slog to work on and get out. And it's not that I didn't want to make it. I wanted to make it. Self-Titled is one of my favorite albums of all time, but I guess I was just somewhere through it. I was just like, I really would rather be working on something else. I guess because I've just talked about albums for so long. But that's not me saying I'm burnt out. I'm definitely not burnt out. I have 6 videos sitting on my computer right now, and I got like 10 scripts written on my phone. So it's not creative burnout. It's more, okay, I just want to I want to talk about something else. So that being said, Wayne TV will always be the music. And then as far as my second channels, we have Wayne Deluxe, which hopefully by the time I get this posted, that it'll have a video up on there. But Wayne Deluxe will be pretty much just like a deluxe edition of Wayne TV. It's just me. I want it to be more casual, and I want it to be more conversational, and I want it to be just literally just about anything, because YouTube, I think, is a beautiful place where you can come and you can find any and every kind of weird or mundane or random topic and just dive into it. And that's kind of what I want Wayne Deluxe to be. So, as I said before, obviously it'll be, Sonic stuff, but it'll be Pokemon stuff. It'll be video games in general, nostalgia stuff, old TV shows, movies, current movies. If I see a movie I like and I want to give my thoughts on it, it'll be on Wayne Deluxe. Thank you so much for being on the Wayne TV channel and supporting me here, because I feel like I have a lot of imposter syndrome when it comes to, my success here. Like, people clearly vibe with what I'm putting out, but a lot of the time I worry or think that maybe my stuff's not as good as it used to be. And then as for my third channel, that will be titled Club Wayne, and Club Wayne will feature no vocals or narration from me at all. It will be purely just a channel for mood mixes and playlists. I like stringing together pieces of music in my head in a playlist and like kind of telling a story through it. And I'm a big fan of like slowed and reverbed mixes on here, and like those chill, like aesthetic mixes, stuff that you could study to and vibe to and cry to, all that stuff. I'm a big fan of those. So like I wanted to make some of those, and I love the visuals that go with it, and I love the editing. After doing this for so long and realizing that, I enjoy the editing more than I enjoy the narrating part and the writing of scripts. And I love to write, but that channel kind of gives me an excuse to just kind of sit down and not have to worry about recording vocals and writing a script. I can just find some tracks that I like that fit a mood or think of a vibe and put them together and give somebody something to listen to while they clean their room or work on something. That that's the type of vibe that I'm going for with Club Wayne. So very chill channel, very, low key. So right now it's music, but I do plan on doing like video game soundtracks and just, scores and just, chill mixes and all of that stuff. But yes, very, very, very big things coming out of the Wayne camp. This YouTube is kind of my everything right now, and it's my escape. It's my safe haven. It's kind of my everything. So for it to be so successful is great for me. I really can't describe how that feels to, as a creative, to put your stuff out into the world and people receive it. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, I think the most satisfying thing, what gives me the most sense of accomplishment, is when people can feel the passion that I put into my videos regarding certain topics. Because for a lot of the time, the artists and the albums and the events or whatever that I talk about on here, they were things that I grew up with, and pieces of media that had a tremendous effect on who I am as a person today. That for my passion for these things to be received so well is what really motivates me the most. Hearing the stories, like for example in my Beyonce video, and the comments and just people saying what they were doing and where they were when this moment happened. I love hearing about people's memories with certain albums and certain artists, because I have memories with them too, and you kind of associate these things with certain pleasant experiences, because ultimately what it boils down for me, what it boils down to is nostalgia. And nostalgia is to me the strongest drug in the world, and it's a good thing. It's a great feeling, and I kind of lean on that for support these days. Nostalgia brings back a lot of happy feelings that maybe I don't have anymore, or I can't really find anymore. But yes, thank you so much once again. I love you all so much. Yes, thank you for supporting Wayne TV. Please check out Wayne Deluxe and support if that's something you're into, and please check out Club Wayne and support. And just thank you for the love and the support and the comments and the sharing, all that good stuff. Thank you. And yeah, happy new year. Have a blessed 2025, and I will see you in the next video. I love you all.